not know him eat, nor cook. As a matter of fact, he has not had any water as we know it for that length of time. So I'm very interested to find out why he lives this way, how he survives, because I cannot conceive of it. But more importantly, what he has to show us on the plate for me to eat today. So we're going to meet him, and I have some exercise to do. I'm dressed for the occasion. I'm willing to climb a tree if necessary. So let's find out what he has in store. All right, so I see my guest this morning. He's looking very, very strong, right? No, I'm saying all of this to say, Dr. Latham, thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
thank you for what is about to be a beautiful story told on Nyammings. 72 years old. He is barefoot right now, preparing to climb the coconut tree. But my big question for you, you don't drink no water for 40 years?
Living water. That's why I'm going to catch some right now.
Get some living water.
I'm going to the coconut spring.
So, what am I going to eat today? Because a part of your story is that you don't cook food. You don't turn on a stove, put on the fire any meal. Why?
No, but we can't cook with the sun out here. You see, it's the pot right now. The sun is the only chef on the planet. Cook for everybody, not just for me.
We're going to start off with coconut water because from what I understand, that's the first thing you ingest every morning.
Internal shower, just like me just take the external one. We can't
now be it right a morning time then, because my first cup is usually a cup of coffee. So let us get up in the tree. Tell me how I can't climb.
Oh, but that's how you are just behind me.
All right, so 2 here.
Yes.
1 for me, 1 for you. How was that? I mean, that was really hard.
Well, it's yoga. It's a meditation. Coconut yoga.
Coconut yoga.
One thing about the coconut, it's a filter. It filters the water.
Bamboo straw.
Bamboo straw. And
Thank you. So what do you do with the lime and the lemon?
Well, that's what we are doing. We're going to take. So what we're doing? We're doing an internal shower with this here. So anyway, we pull that out.
Thank God, coconut water is so nice.
So we'll put some lime juice. A little lime in your coconut water. So what the lime is now is the soap for the internal cleanser. Yeah, this is the morning soap. You could do some Cinco
so
Bible.
Much better with the lime, though.
I tell you, doing this now, you allow the body to clean itself out, and then you got to do some fitness.
Okay.
So we're running in the morning.
You run close to water's edge, why?
You run right close to the water's edge because you get the nice soft spot. Yeah, the nice soft spot. And also you want your foot in the water to start getting the temperature, getting the body acclimatized to the temperature of the environment.
So let's drink that boat and be careful.
Oh yeah.
No man, Eric, you fast.
We need a dip now. We need a dip after that.
Mega catch my breath. And you take a dip.
Hold on.
Come on, Eric's fit. So far my morning has been off to a beautiful start. The more time spent in nature is the more ease and calm you feel, right? So I wasn't sure that I was gonna enjoy doing all of this coconut water instead of coffee tea, no water. Lifestyle seems unreasonable and strange. But the more knowledge you get, the more wisdom you get, the easier it is to make a good decision.
Yes.
So you wash up the inside and you wash up the outside.
A mineral bath, that. Yes.
No man, Aris, you're good. Aris, give me out 2 pack strokes. All right, so back to the house we go. And what am I going to get now that you have exhausted me for the morning?
Well, I want to boost you with some quick energy.
Quick energy.
Juice.
Juice. All right.
Fruit juice.
Fruit juice. Let's do it. Move from coconut tree to beach, and now I'm at what looks like a beautiful little market.
You know, the sun cooked the food in the growing process.
Right.
That's the cooking period. So everything here come ready to eat.
Okay.
Well done. So we put some cut up OTET apples in the blender. See there, good to go. And we're gonna press it. So you need a press bag. So we have a press bag here. Apple Jim right there. You ring it tight. So just put the pine right on your blender. We'll put some coconut water. Just the coconut water, 10% sugar. Less than a minute and it's ready. See? So the press bag is the magic. Yes, look at her. So I'll grab some cinnamon leaf, 4 of them. And you just put it right in your blender. So you just put a little juice in there. Cinnamon bust up gas.
Okay.
It drive a wedge between, the starch and the protein, and it keep the sugar moving. So we have put passion fruit juice. We have 2 cups of orange juice in there. Mix it with a knife or a spoon or something. Get ready.
Now, what are we going to make now?
Well, it's still morning time. So in the morning, you just have fruit, juice, and whole fruits. Fruit salad, you can just eat your jackfruit. Put some wild berries right in there. Because it's all about gourmet when it comes to sun-fired food. So we're going to take the pawpaw and we're going to dice it up to put it in our fruit salad. So save some of that peeled pine and we dice up some and add it right in here. We're going to add a few of our apples. And here we go with our OTET apples. And we're going to put our sliced mangoes, Barbados cherries, fresh coconut cream.
Okay.
Juice from our own native coconut. There's no water involved. This is the creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm. How do you use the cream on this? Do you just drizzle it on?
Yeah. You don't drizzle it. You pour it.
Okay.
Yes.
So we drink first.
We drink toast right to the eyes, always. Yes, we toast each other, not the glass. All right. So,
Nice and tangy.
Yes.
The passion fruit, of course,
passion
is really the overriding sensation here. It's a very light hint of sweetness. So people who would have been worried about the amount of pineapples that went in there, by themselves, those pineapples were pretty sweet.
Yes.
But you've balanced it, the flavors by adding your tart to the sweet.
That's correct.
The passion fruit is really rising to the top of it here. So is it best to finish this completely and then eat that?
Yes, we should never drink and eat at the same time.
Why?
Because what you're going to do, you're going to soak up the fruits with the juice. And your body don't have to go back and wring it out. The way we wring it out in the clot, the body going to wring it out. So you don't want to overwork the digestive system.
Okay.
The juice gets absorbed into the intestinal tract within 5 minutes. So let it go in, make it move on, and that way the body can utilize the energy that it can generate from the juice right away. Otherwise, this going to hold the juice back.
Now it's time for our fruits, and there's no special way to do it.
Well, no, we're going to dip it out. Just scoop it out, just so. So bring your plate. We have it right here. See it there.
There you go.
Yes.
Creamy and nice, eh?
That's
Yo, it's one way to handle this fear that people have that natural food is boring. Is to use its own sauces, gravies, and flavors. So I love that this cream is going over fruit, which has never happened for me unless you're using yogurt.
This is roughing. This is sweeping out, mopping out, scrubbing out, scraping out, and you're getting ready for lunch and dinner.
So breakfast is the most important. Use that as an opportunity to eliminate whatever toxins might be inside. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, move into live food number 2. I don't know what that meal is going to be, but I will allow myself to be surprised because so far, the surprises have been pleasant. Nyammings soon come back. Welcome back to Nyammings, and thank you for staying with us. We are still here in Spring Farm, Montego Bay, with our boss chef or italist, Alris Latam. Now, he has doubled up on the professional hands in the kitchen. Now, tell me who we have here.
Yes, we have Chef Neil.
Chef Neil.
Straight from Mandeville.
So you... Come up with Chef Neil. My little thing there, of course. After introducing me to a breaking of the fast with fruits, what will you have me eat now?
Well, we're going to bone up on the protein. So the main feature of this segment is the protein, lunch meal.
Oh, so you're doing two things?
We're doing two things.
So you're giving me a salad with the nut meat?
Yes, with the nut meat and the sauce opposite. Then for dinner, we're coming with the ackee.
Okay, and what you doing with it?
We're going to rumble with the ackee. We're going to start off with the crown on the shake, the sea moss. So we soak it dry, we soak it 8 hours, and then it's ready. So within a half a cup of soaked sea moss in the blender, we're putting 2 cups of coconut water. Let me blend that down. We're going to blend it down smooth. So we're going to put 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg. Let's put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put 1 cup of cane juice. So we have 1.5 cups of raw cashew seed going in the blender. And this was soaked for 12 hours. You soak all your seeds, all your nuts, all your grains, all your beans before you use them. Remove the enzyme inhibitors so that the digestive enzymes in the seeds are active and ready to break it down. I'm going to fillet our soursop. I'm going to cut slices off, and Neil is going to go ahead and add our soursop. Now we're done with the juice. We gotta move on and make our nut meat. So we have 1 teaspoon of the dry sage. So let's put this down in the bottom. Let's open up the blender, Neil, and that go in with the other bits of the sweet pepper and the celery. We're gonna put our onion in there as well. This is going right there, a half of an onion, and we're gonna put some black salt, Kala Namak from India. So we put in 1 teaspoon of black salt, the only salt we recommend. So we put in our rosemary herb, 1 tablespoon rosemary, bust the top. And we're going to put 2 cups of soaked almonds. Right in. We're going to add our beet. So we just fuse it in together with the spatula. And here it is. So this is a rich nut meat that we blend up with a high-powered blender. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just shape it. Next now, green bush style, a bush salad. We're going to do a zucchini pasta. So we're going to switch that around, and we're going to go ahead and make cucumber ribbon. So we just plug this in. So this is the big key to enjoying grass food. You have to chop very, very fine. We have the cilantro, the spinach, kale, fennel, the scallion. We have the parsley. Now we have some olives. We chop these things them to a nice small size. So we get our pear, because the pear is the lubrication for this particular dish. The fat in the pear is the fat that we're using it for. So what you're going to do, you're going to toss this up. So we have the nori seaweed. This is the one then put to make the sushi and wrap it up. But we have 2 of them sheet. We're just going to tear them sheet up just so. Then we put it in a dry blender and flake it down. Fine. So we put the flake seaweed. So lots of minerals. You need to eat seaweed every day. It helps counteract the effects of radiation, cell phone and TV and all them things, computer. The iodine in the seaweed, the trace minerals. Seaweed is what we are looking for. So we do that, and then just a little olive oil, just to grease it a little bit. And this is where our green bush come to its final fruition, ready to be served with nut meat and or cashew with coconut water. Food itself is a fuel. It's not but a fuel. It's a fuel for us to generate, our life essential energies from. There's many medical educational institutions that are sharing today the fact that human beings do not need animal food consumption in order to live an optimal life.
Okay, Ari, so where are we now? Just list out all the things that we've been able to do so far.
Well, look, we do the soursop cashew shake, and that's ready. Also, we did the almond beet meat.
Okay.
Yes, and it don't look like a bully beef business still, but so it reminisce. And then of course the green life salad, the green bush.
Okay.
Yes.
Where did you learn this hand?
From my heart.
Wow.
But just, hanging out with my grandmother and my mother in the kitchen, helping Granny to grate the coconut and wash the dishes.
Wow.
So we just, keep my eye on her. Yes.
Well, we'll share some more in-depth information with you about Aris Latham. So my question is, what you know about Dr. Latham? Take a look at her picture. The 2012 second edition of Oxford's Encyclopedia of Food and Drink in America acclaims the raw food movement owes much to Dr. Aris Latham. He is considered one of the fathers of gourmet, ethical raw food cuisine in America. He debuted his raw food creations in 1979 when he started Sun-Fired Foods, a live food company in Harlem, New York. Dr. Latham was born in Gatun, Panama, in the Canal Zone. He is a direct descendant of an African-Caribbean family of culinary griots who has become a world-renowned crusader in the era of wholesome foods. His culinary interests have been shared with many people across the globe. For Dr. Latham, the perfect day starts with a drink of fresh coconut water infused with lime juice, and then an hour's exercise in the sun. This, he claims, helps to cleanse the body of built-up toxins. He has been a vegetarian for almost 50 years, and it seems to be paying dividend as he has not been sick since starting this journey. He feels strongly that those who suffer from chronic ailments do so because of a lack of food knowledge and discipline about what they should eat and what they should not. He cautions the world and suggests from here onwards that mankind should let their health become their wealth.